What is going on? We are back, week 6, NFL Power Rankings, the most accurate NFL Power Rankings in the history of mankind. And if you disagree, you are incorrect. It's always a good time. It's always great in the comment section, by the way. It's really good. But here we go, 32-1. Let's get it on. First up, a no change at 32. Actually, no real change at the bottom. So the New York Jets just getting boat raced by the Cardinals. Now, you cut Le'Veon Bell right before you have to pay him a roster bonus. And so you get rid of the only competent offensive piece that you have around Sam Darnold. Jameson Crowder, sure. But okay. How long before Adam Gase is fired? Could we please just get this over with and just move on to the next one? I'll also trade for Mike Zimmer. That's all I got. Take Anthony Barr, too. Next up, 31. Controversial choice, but it is what it is. So the Bears. Congratulations. You beat a man with dementia who can't count to 4. Must feel really good about yourselves. Again, the biggest fraud in NFL history next to the 49ers. Get out of here. The worst 4-1 team in NFL history. Honestly, the Bears could end up 4-12. I wouldn't be shocked. Yeah. Next up, no change at 30. So you got the New York Football Giants. Oh, boy. This is bad. So did have a shot to beat the Cowboys after Dak went out with the injury. Prayers up for Dak. But, still lost to the Cowboys. Didn't get it done. It's got to be rough just to be a New York football fan. It's extremely difficult. Next up, 29. No change for the Falcons. Fall to 0-5. DQ got fired. And, this Falcons team, don't get me wrong, that they are talented, they are tough, and also all interim head coaches, they'll just get a little bump from players because I feel like once a head coach gets fired, I think once that starts getting real for the players, they're like, we better start playing well. Coaches like, we better start coaching better. Otherwise, our asses are going to be next. So, next up. So, 28, Broncos, no change. They got the Rona bye because of the Patriots, so still 1-3 would it be. 27, Eagles. Now, they showed well against Pittsburgh. I think the Steelers are among the one of the best teams in the league. They're really getting it done. But also at 1-3-1, the Eagles can still win the East. How depressing is that? And also, every single year we talk about how terrible the NFC East is, and yet they just still remain, and they still get a home playoff game. Cool. 26. So we got the Cincinnati Bengals down one spot, a fall to 1-3-1. AJ Green, man, just making business decisions out here. It's rough. And I know that you're building around Joe Burrow. I like the future there in Cincinnati, but let AJ Green go. He's on his franchise tag. Trade him somewhere where he can chase a ring, and then maybe you'll actually get some decent effort out of him. But it ain't there right now. Next up, 25. So Washington falls to 1-4. Now, Alex Smith, great story, phenomenal. He's back, and then he's sacked 17,000 times, so it's less than ideal. Honestly, with the injuries that they've had, plus they got rid of Trent Williams, they may have the worst offensive line in the NFL. And that's saying a lot if you look at some of the O-lines around the league. 24. Falling down 6 spots in today's hot 40, whatever. So the Niners fall to 2-3. Biggest frauds in the National Football League. They are. Jimmy G ain't it. CJ Beathard ain't it. Nick Mullins ain't it. And you get beat in your own place by the Dolphins. You get the brakes beaten off of you. It's rough. Next up, 23. So the Lions moving up 3 spots. They didn't lose because they're on the bye. Cool. Bully for them. It's probably the biggest game that they'll have this year. 22. You got the Texans up 2 spots. They finally get off the schneid. Beat a really bad Jacksonville team. Deshaun finally got rid of Bill O'Brien. He does deserve better. And also, he deserves a young, offensive, competent coach, not Bill O'Brien, to come in and just work with him and build around him. But, yeah, this season's a little bit lost on him. But at least he got paid. 21. So the Jaguars down 2 spots. Lost to Houston. You hurt me, Jacksonville. I'm still in on Minshew mania. James Robinson is still legit, but oh boy. Down 20, up 1 spot. So Cowboys get the win, 2-3. Man, you feel really bad for Dak. Dak was having a great season, on the precipice of getting paid or franchise tagged again, but that's an absolutely horrible injury, but he'll come back stronger than ever. And also, the Cowboys aren't in terrible position because Andy Dalton is a guy. 19. Actually gaining a spot despite losing. So the Chargers 1-4, lost a really entertaining Monday night game because their kicker can't make a field goal. Been there against the Saints, but Justin Herbert is legit. They have legit found their franchise quarterback. He's big. He's got a strong arm. He has not skirt at all. 4 touchdown passes in that game. So at least they have that going on for him. Next up, falling one spot, 18, the Packers. Well, of course they're going to fall. Like, you didn't play. Are you scared? Are you scared of actually playing a football game? So that's why you fall down one spot. Next up, 17. So the Colts falling down 2 spots at 3-2. Oh, boy. So when the Vikings lost to the Colts week 2, like, all right, great defense, Phillip Rivers, whatever. But Phillip Rivers is legit dead. He has ceased to be. And especially if you're like a T.Y. Hilton, you have to be so friggin' pissed. So you have an old-ass quarterback who can literally not throw the ball further than 5 yards down the field, and he's not named Drew Brees. Is there just something in San Diego? Is there just something that gets into the bones and like leaches away calcium, and then all of a sudden that you can't throw 5 yards down the field once you get older? Happened to Drew Brees, happened to Phillip Rivers, maybe it'll happen to Justin Herbert. You don't know. Well, except they're not in San Diego. Anyway, next up, 16. Moving on up to the east side. Finally got a piece of the damn pie. That's right. Fitztragic getting things done even at 38 years old. Up 6 spots. Dolphins 2-3. I love Brian Flores. This team is plucky. I mean, this team is really tough. I wish I had played Tua, but yeah, it is what it is. They are an entertaining team to watch. Miles Gaskin's getting it done on the ground. Gesicki's turning into a great tight end. Also, Preston Williams and Devontae Parker. Fitzpatrick needs a tall receiver doing the damn thing out there. 15. So the Saints up 1 spot, 3-2. Drew Brees is dead, and the whole Michael Thomas punches a teammate, but he gets suspended from the game because he talked back to coaches. I mean, if that's the Sean Payton ego in a nutshell, if that isn't that, I don't know what is, because okay, Michael Slants Thomas, yeah, here. 14. Cardinals stayed neutral, no change. You beat the Jets. Cool. Awesome. Yeah, I like that the NFC West just gets handed. Like, oh, here you go. Here you go. 13. Buccaneers down 7 spots. You lose to the Bears because you couldn't count to 4. You let the Bears come back in like the least exciting comeback game in NFL history. Like, that was abysmal. It is. And I don't care that Godwin is hurt and Evans is hurt and everyone is hurt. Don't care. Do not care at all. Bucks, come on. Next up, number 12. So you got the Patriots on the Rona bye. Broncos game got pushed back. It's whatever. At least Cam should be able to come back. Should certainly help things out. Next up, 11. The Raiders. Now, you would think that they would jump up further. Nah. All right, so Raiders move to 3-2. Get a big-time win against the Chiefs in Arrowhead. Derek Carr going toe-to-toe with Patrick Mahomes. What is this bizarro world? What is happening? Yeah. Next up, number 10. Hey, Teddy. 3 straight wins for the Panthers without Christian McCaffrey. Beat the Falcons. So they're starting to get things done in Carolina, which I thought that they would. They started out slow out of the gates, but of course, new quarterback, new offensive system, 0 draft picks spent on offense, but that young defense is legit. Jeremy Chin, the safety, might be a star in the making. Brian Burns is low-key stud. Derek Brown is doing some great things. Robbie Anderson looks like a great free agent pickup. And hey, Teddy. Oh, by the way, Mike Davis. Come on, Mike Davis, son. Should have a role even when McCaffrey's $16 million man comes back. Cool. Number 9. Oh. I'm really good at cutting and pasting. Rams. 4-1, up 1 spot, beat Washington. Cool. Aaron Donald is... He should be the defensive player of the year until he retires. Like, he is an absolute disruptive force in the middle. And even though the Vikings are like, hey, interior pass rush, we don't need it. Don't need it whatsoever. Next up, number 8. So the Tennessee Titans, 4-0, big-time win, statement win over the Buffalo Bills. But also, all right, so that's what you made us wait for? You introduced the Rona to the entire league, and they made us wait for that. Although Derrick Henry isn't just an absolute stud. He really just... It's like when you play Pee-wee football and there's this one kid who hit his growth spurt way before everyone else. That's Derrick Henry against everyone in the NFL. It's like, oh, Josh Norman, hey, you should just pull Avonte Davis. You should just walked away at halftime. It's over, man. It's done. Number 7. But you're like, well, the play didn't count. Don't care. It'll be on NFL films forever, and no one will remember that the play didn't count. Next up, Vikings 1-4. Woo! Up 1 spot. The best 1-4 team in history. Went toe-to-toe against 2 undefeated teams. Should have had a win against Tennessee. Should have easily had the win against Seattle, but didn't. Then now I get choked up. That you, Rona? Yeah. But Vikings up 1 spot. Next up, 6. Still got the Browns up 3 spots. They handled a very good Colts team, even though, like we said, Phillip Rivers is dead. But Kevin Stefanski has the Browns playing extremely good ball. They're phenomenal on the defensive side. Myles Garrett doing the damn thing again. And also offensively, OBJ is happy. Oh, Jarvis Landry is actually doing something. Oh, and Njoku and Hooper. And they're doing all this without Nick Chubb. Wow. And Baker Mayfield out there with bruised ribs. No big deal. Kevin Stefanski, love what he's doing in Berea. Vikings should have held on to him, but whatever. Number 5. So the Bills down 1 spot. I still think that they're a talented team. Josh Allen was due for a regression game. He did revert back to bad Josh Allen, but I think good Josh Allen is more prevalent, so hopefully that will continue. But the Bills, they were exposed to a degree by the Titans, but then again, you can't stop Derrick Henry. You can't stop A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown is one of the best young up-and-coming wide receivers in the NFL. Yeah, how you like Ole Miss, where you got DK Metcalf and A.J. Brown, and then you just you do nothing. That's what happens. Number 4, you got the Ravens. Beat the Bengals, which is essentially a bye week, up 1 spot, 4-1. Cool. Lamar Jackson, you hurt my fantasy team, by the way, man. Come on. Number 3, the Chiefs lost. If you come for the king, you better not miss. The Raiders did not miss. They're down 2 spots, but still bosses. Nothing to panic about. No big deal. They'll be back, I'm sure. Next up, number 2, the Steelers might be legit. So they had that forced bye because of the stupid Titans, but 4-0. They beat Philadelphia in a pretty fun shootout game, the Battle of the Keystone State, but they're up 2 spots. Chase Claypool, hello. Oh, how's it going? The physical freak out of Notre Dame, 2nd round pick, 4 touchdowns total, 3 in the air, 1 on the ground, and the Steelers are good at drafting wide receivers. It's just something that Kevin Colbert is just really adept at. Who knew? Yeah. Next up, when Deontay Johnson can just be like, oh yeah, that guy, you're pretty good. Yeah. Lastly, number 1, Seahawks 5-0, plus up 1 spot. When you beat the Vikings, the extremely tough 1-4 Minnesota Vikings, the best 1-4 team in NFL history, you're going to move up a spot. So, congratulations. There you go. So, that's it. That's the Week 6 NFL Power Rankings, the most accurate power rankings in the National Football League. No, the most accurate power rankings in the known universe. Charted. There you go. But what are your thoughts? Where we also write? Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work? Post on the Venmo. But until next time, Skull, production value.